All this time I stayed down because of one quote. Heavy is the crown.
Do Over Don't, Purple World episode, I don't even know, I think 5 or 6. Today, Siah Law in Japan, HeartBreakKid. What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going
Not
on?
much. How are you?
Good. What about yourself?
All right, can't complain.
Can't complain at all, man. Life's good. Life's good.
Making music?
Blessed.
That's right.
How's the grind been?
Grind don't stop, man. The grind don't stop because my mind don't stop.
Absolutely. You know, and this is my life. You know, and all I do is talk my life, my music. So I don't know how not to make music, man. I live life, so feel me.
So y'all both been making music for a while, talking about the grind don't stop. When did it start for both of y'all?
I still don't even know how to put a exact pinpoint on it, but I say just from my family, my mother, you know, my guy right here, just my family just being musically inclined. My older cousin Terry, you know, he used to run around with Michael Bivins. Him and Michael Bivins are really cool. So I say just for my family being involved with music since I was born, I don't know, man. Something about writing music and being able to write my own stuff. That was just what I was into. Whether it was music, if it was poetry, if it was stories, I just like to write. And I just transitioned into music. Started recording when I was probably like 8 years old. First time I went to the studio and ain't looked back ever since. Did it on my 8th birthday.
8 years old, yo.
Sure.
What the
For
hell?
sure. For sure.
I didn't know it was that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
For me, it started around, like he said, his was 8, mine was like 9.
Damn.
Where I wrote my first joint, but it was some bullshit. Hold you. You feel me? It was like Run DMC. I try to mimic that. You know what I'm saying? But me and my brother would record on a old school, the play school joints. So you know, there was a bunch of swearing and shit. Yeah, just some rebel without a cause shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, young. But my first time recording, I was 13. It was for a TV show that was produced at my high school.
Damn.
Called True Colors. So, and I was doing like the singing and rhyming too package back then. So I came up with the whole joint, True Colors, at this kid Richard Raposa's studio. And yeah, that was my first time recording. Got the bug, been doing it ever since. Yeah.
So when you started out, because you're saying you did it for a TV show right away, were you taking it serious right away, or was it more like fun at first and then you transitioned into taking it serious?
Well, the TV show was for high school. It was one of the classes at high school. So they were doing like TV production. They had us, you know, he was like, yo, you should write me an intro for the. So I did it, you feel what I'm saying? And everybody was in the school was just like, yo, that shit was dope. You feel me? So that's kind of what gave me that. I've been writing rhymes for a grip, but I was just more reserved. I didn't really want people to know that I did it because I didn't know if I was nice enough. You know what I'm saying?
But then that gave you that little ego boost. Like, I'm good. So
just like everybody's like, yo, that shit was dope. I'm like, oh, word? I'm like, yo, I'm nice though.
So,
you feel me?
So ever since then, you would say you took it serious?
Yeah.
Ever since then. So how would you guys both sort of describe your music? I know you guys both do a little bit of everything. I heard both of you spit. I heard you guys do the melodic stuff. Yeah. But what would you say is both of your guys' styles? What's a good way to describe each of your styles?
My style is, I would say I come from like street poetry mixed in with a little bit of life lessons, I guess, so to speak. So I'm coming from more of a elder statesman point of view at this point. You feel me?
That's some music I like to listen to.
Yeah, you feel me? Like a overview of like, all right, do this, don't do that. I don't think you should do that. I did this. This way it went wrong. kind of gumbo. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I come from, that's sort of like my vibe.
And I say, now that I'm even getting a little bit older, that's kind of where the transition in my music is happening. I feel like the difference between him and I is just literally generational, because how he is with the music and how he can just take in a vibe, soak in a vibe, and adapt it to Siah Law. You know what I mean? That's what I do. So I think just being the difference in music from versus me growing up versus him growing up, that's why I kind of tip tap and pity pat on a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? There's not a vibe that I haven't touched yet. You know what I mean? I just haven't spoken Spanish. That's the only thing I haven't done is done music in a different language. You know what I mean? But as far as genre-wise and in country, I haven't touched that. But, you know, when I was a kid, I rapped on an EDM remix beat. Like, I done touched everything. So I think it's really my upbringing and what I was raised listening to. You know, I listen to everything I listen to, my generation's not listening to. You know what I mean? So I still listen to it. So it's like my roots is you know, early 90s hip-hop, in the middle of 90s hip-hop.
Best era.
Exactly, you know, the essence, you know, the essence for real. So just being a young kid, and my mother being a young kid while I was, you know, while she was a mom at the same time, still trying to be immersed in the culture. You know, I took a big influence from my mother as well.
So how important would you say it's to be versatile? Because you guys are both talking about how you go across multiple genres. Mm-hmm. Right now, I feel like in music more than ever, it's important to be versatile because everything's always changing. You need to be constantly adapting to the new sounds. So you guys seem to have that down locked. But how important is it to you guys personally, not the whole wave of everything?
Man, it's more important to me than anything, just because it's a better way to broaden your fan base, and not only that, you never know which lane of yours is gonna be the one to get you out of here. So I say take advantage of your talents until you get there, and to be able to dictate what you want to do. You know what I mean? Right now, it's not about what I kind of want to do. It's about being strategic. I'm doing what I want to do, but doing what is best for my career in the long run. You know?
Yeah.
Like my point of view from it is like I have a line that says learn to adapt by tracking my enemy. So my thing is more or less like I'll see a style and I'll see who that style affects, and I'm like, all right, well, if I'm trying to get a message to this group of people, I gotta kind of adapt my sauce to what their vibrations like, you feel what I'm saying? Oh, their frequency, whatever frequency they're on. Yeah. So it's like if I'm hunting buffalo, I put on the buffalo joint. I try to blend in with the buffalo. You feel what I'm saying? Or if I'm hunting a wolf, or if I'm hunting so I look at it like my style's more cloak and dagger. You feel what I'm saying? It's like more of a hidden. I try to like I could get on with anybody's shit and be like, okay, you out of space with it. I'm a fucking astronaut too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I go there, boom. I throw on my astronaut suit and get to it. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is. So I feel like my style, when people try to box me in, I give you another piece of me that's God damn, this is a Rubik's Cube. When I thought I had him pegged for something, he's doing this whole other shit.
Mm-hmm. So you like to catch people off guard?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you listen to any one of my projects, the patterns change, the bars, the way I do it changes. Mm-hmm. You can't take my shit. It ain't cookie cutter. You can't take my verse and slap it on something else. It's not even gonna work.
Exactly.
Good.
Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people, and I'm not gonna put on who they are. Y'all know who they are. You can take any one of their verses. It's gonna work for any one of their songs.
Yeah.
Content wise, the whole shit. It's like, God damn, you just fed me that fucking minute ago.
'Cause some people just get repetitive with it and
Absolutely.
lazy with it, and everything ends
Absolutely.
up sounding the same.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Like, God damn, bro. Like, all right, take me somewhere else, man. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you with that. I feel you with that. Talking about sounds, how do you feel working with producers? Because I know you got Randy over there right now. Working with producers, talking about finding new sounds. How good is it to have producers that you have a personal relationship with to help you find those new sounds?
Oh man, it's literally the best thing ever. Just from growing up, not knowing and having many connections and network with producers that were making my generation's type of sound. Because everybody I've been involved with music-wise has always been a lot older than me, which also has taken, I've taken some parts of that into my sound as well. It's a big influence on the way I rhyme. But, man, just having that personal connection, it just makes it so much easier. Like, there's times where I don't make beats myself, but I sit on the phone with one of my homeboys that do most of my beats, my young boy Tate. Shout out to him. He sit on the phone with him, bro, and I'm listening to stems and I'm humming melodies and humming drum patterns and telling him to do this, and you know what I mean. So it's like I'm building beats from scratch, not even having to touch the software, just because I have a genuine relationship with somebody that don't mind picking up my phone call while they're in the middle of doing their work, you know. And it challenges me as well, because when they send me packs, I don't ask for a specific type of style. You know, I tell them, let me get your best 10, 15 records that you just did and send them my way. And we're going to see we're going to see what happens when they get here, how they speak to me, which part of my life do I want to talk about, what story do I want to tell today, or how am I feeling right now? You know, that's how I run with it, how I write, for real. What
about for you?
So as far as like personal relationship with producers?
Yeah.
Mostly all the producers I deal with. Obviously Randy's my best friend, my brother. So I look at it, my business partner. And we'd be probably a lot further beat-wise had he started when I told him, which was like 2011, I think. And he had made one joint that was crazy. I put it on a project called Law and Order. Go fuck with it. It's on that piff, right? But like just even that, like he'll bounce son, he'll play son, and he won't even tell me it's him. I just bang son. I'm like, God damn, this is like, yeah, that's me. Like, oh, okay, it's nothing. I snuck one in. You know what I mean? But I like other producers. I got Sky King that I got 2 projects out there with. Me and him's from the same hood. Like, our relationship is dope. He'll just send me shit, be like, "Yo, Siah, I feel like you can take this to the next level." X, Y, and Z. Yo, handle your scandal, and then hit me back. You feel what I'm saying? Boom. I got another producer, the Hayes brothers. That I work with. I got a personal relationship with them. They'll send me shit that they feel like I could get on. I got Archaeology. He's another person that I got a project with that send me shit and, yo, I feel like you could do X, Y, and Z. So there's those people I got personal relationships with. It makes the shit come out different because of that relationship too. Because you could work with another producer and you'd be like, yeah, here's the joint, here's the stems. And then, boom, I lay it, send it back to them. And then they're doing their thing to it, and then I get it back. I'm just like, yeah, it sounds dope. But if you're vibing or bouncing them ideas off of each other, like, yo, I think we turn this down, turn this up, it makes it different.
That's when you get the best product.
Yeah,
definitely.
What I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, add that paprika in there. Like, you know what I mean?
Put your own little sauce on it.
You went a little too heavy on sazon on that one. You know what I mean? But personal relationships, I feel like, make any product better.
Yeah.
It just enhances it.
Sure.
So you guys never go the YouTube beat route, I take it.
I'm done with that.
Good.
I've never been that route.
Done with that.
All my mixtapes, if you heard any of my mixtapes, The only mixtape I had that had outside beats on it was a joint called No More Mr. Nice Guy, which is a dope project. But my mixtapes after that was just home team shit.
So most of your projects are made from producers that you know.
Yeah.
Good. That's dope. That's
So,
dope.
I mean, it's different. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody was going the route with, the YouTube beats and shit like that, which is cool. Or taking somebody's beat and then kind of doing what they did to it. I'm like, it's cool, but
Not for you.
I mean, I could do it, but to
You'd
me,
rather do it from
I'd
the
rather
ground up.
I'd rather take somebody's joint that's on that I didn't hear. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's beats that he sent me a pack one time, and there was joints on it. I'm like, damn, whose shit is this? But it'd be somebody else's shit that's on. They're like, oh, you ain't heard? Nah, I ain't heard that joint. I don't want to hear it. Let me do my thing to it.
Mm-hmm.
So like a similar sample or something like that?
Yeah, like I'd rather do my own thing to whatever they did rather than take their shit and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of it be many men, it would be any men.
Yeah.
Or, you know how people
You'd
do
rather
the
just-
fucking
yeah.
switch. Yeah. I'd rather do my own shit.
Just do it from the ground up.
Yeah.
Completely.
Because I've done it. Anybody could do that. It's cookie cutter shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It don't take much to do that. But you feel what I'm saying?
I'm happy you guys use beats from the ground up because I hate how everyone be using YouTube beats. Don't be taking advantage of you working with producers because that's how you get your sound to actually level up is working with the producer.
Sure.
Oh, definitely.
Having them to make everything because they base the whole entire sound around you.
Listen, I tell this for anybody, any artist, be you. Everybody else is taken.
For sure.
That's a
100.
fact. I
tell my kids every single day, Daddy, I want be you. Everybody else is taken.
It's 100.
That's a
Be
fact.
you. So it's like for me, that's why I always worked like my projects has a certain sound because I ear pick. I let my spirit tell me what to do.
You don't let anybody else influence you.
Nah,
You just
I
do
let
it.
my
Absolutely.
spirit. That shit don't talk
That's
to
how
me.
it go.
There's a joint that Randy be like, yeah, I made that shit to you, nigga. It spoke to me today. I
Yeah.
don't know what happened.
I do the same
Yo,
thing to him.
that
Same
shit
thing.
didn't hit me. It hit me today.
It spoke to
Oh,
me
I
today.
lace it, and it's like God fucking just 8 minutes. I wrote the joint. God damn,
You know?
my shit didn't stop. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? You feel
You just
me?
feel it.
It's 100, man.
Damn.
Don't want to force it.
No, that's definitely the way you want to be because once you start being like other people, that's when it becomes unauthentic and that's when you
Exactly.
start sounding like everyone else. So
That's 100.
that's good
Word.
that you guys definitely have your own sounds down packed.
Dude.
Seems like you guys got it.
Yeah, and I think that's like the biggest thing about me is like because I can do so many sounds, like that is my sound. My sound is literally whatever the hell I want it to be.
Yeah.
Because I think I've proven that to myself. I've proven that to my team. You know what I mean? So now it's just time to prove it to the world. A lot of people be trying to, put their little influences in there, or certain people that are fans of like a certain style of my music try to get me to, run with a certain style and try to tell me the cons of making so many different types of music. But it's like that's me. I'm different. You know what I mean? You haven't had somebody that can do this as authentic as I can, you know what I mean? Because I'm still telling my story on every shit that I get on. You feel me? If you know me personally, when you hear certain songs, like you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like you done been there or you seen. So I'm just trying to be different. That's my sound. My sound is
Your
what
sound.
is
That's
what I want it to be.
JapanHeartBreakKid, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when you hear my shit, it don't sound like from nobody. I go out of town and I play my shit. People tell me you don't sound like, you know what I'm saying, you're from Boston. You don't sound like you're anybody. You don't sound like anybody in the industry. There's nobody I can relate you to. Because every time I think I can, the next song you play is different than the last song. So it's like I don't know how to compare you to somebody when every song you play me sound like a whole different person.
Oh,
You know?
that's good that you got the versatility down like that. It sounds
Have
like
to.
both of y'all got that on
Have to.
point 100%.
Have to.
100%.
Have
It
to.
also sounds like you guys both like the painting pictures in the head route.
Have
It
to.
seems like you guys like that. I know you do.
Have to.
I know you do.
100%.
I don't know any other way to write but that. You know, like I started and I love writing so much that like I write stories. I write poetry. So like my rhymes is literally that. It's just
storytelling route is the best.
You know?
Storytelling route is definitely the best.
Or
Talking about that, I don't think you don't have any visuals out yet, right?
not yet. We working on. We about to. In the process of getting setting up for some new visuals, man, so we could premiere all this new music, and it's about to get real spooky. When I drop, it's about to get spooky.
Okay.
You know, so I just hope everybody's ready for this shit.
It's
about to go up.
I'm gonna be on the lookout. Don't worry. I'm gonna be on the lookout. Everyone on here better be on the lookout.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I know you got mad videos out.
Yeah.
You literally shot one like 3 days ago. I almost said 3 weeks. Literally like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
So how important do you think it is, how we were talking about the producers, building relationships with the videographers and then being able to bring your vision to life?
It's dope because what we always get, and Rand can attest to this, is like videographers be like, all right, damn, all right, because I never worked with somebody that's so detail oriented. Because I'm like, listen, I say this, I want this put here. When I say this, I want to, because I give them like a little homework sometimes. You feel me? Because I'm like, yo, listen, I get it. I want you to have your freedom to bring your shit to life, but I need these 8 points. I need that there for me to be happy. And then you paint, you do whatever you want with the rest of it. So it's like a team building thing. It's going to be a blend of your ideas and mine.
Absolutely.
But I feel like if this is my thing, I needed to aesthetically bring my song out a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I want the video. I don't want to, again, it's like most of these videos is like, God damn, insert bitch here. Or like, there's no real rhyme or reason. It's just, it looks like you could take any song and slap it to the video. I want my shit to be like, all right, every video of mine's kinds of looks a little different. And I try to add a little different piece to it to add that mystique.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you're a lot more hands-on with the videographer. You're not just I'm going to pay you, go do your thing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I need you to bring this shit out the right way. And maybe if you could do this, if you could do that, I want you to do this and that. And then splash the colors how you splash them after that.
Whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
So what videographers do you have relationships with? Because I know I've seen Isaac. Isaac's good.
Yeah, I did one joint with him, which we was actually at your family estate, right? And Isaac's definitely dope. I would definitely want to work with him again. D. Gomez, I got a personal relationship with him. He shoots dope visuals. I've done. Junior Saint. We got
You worked with Mike City, right?
Mike City, yeah, he did. He did one of my joints. I'd like to work with him again too. I think something happened. There was somebody that I was dealing with that he wasn't fucking with. And I didn't know. You feel what I'm saying? Had I known, we wouldn't have put the 2 pit bulls in the bag. You feel me? But so who else? We got 7-1 did one of my joints. 7-1. Trying to think. We've got Junior Saint, 7-1, D. Gomez, Bliss, Trill Bliss.
Oh, I know him.
And my man, I want to say his name.
You've worked with a lot of videographers.
Yeah, there's a lot. My man, he just shot my shit with my man Chaos. He goes by Pro Creators Multimedia, which with July 1st you'll see the video I did with him. He's a cool dude. Saheem, he from Connecticut. He's nice with it. So there's a few different people. I'm about to do one with my man Emily OMG. Man, I feel like I'm missing That's what it
Yeah,
is.
that's what it is right there.
But I you know, I like working with people that are just creatives.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't I don't like somebody that's just like
doing it for the
just
money and
for
doing
the
it for
bread.
whatever.
You can see it.
And
you can feel it.
Yeah, I don't
I've
like
been there,
that's
done
what makes
that.
it tough. Bro.
I don't like to be rushed. Like, yeah,
Makes it
no,
tough.
well, this was like, listen, fam, I'm paying you my bread.
You better
we
do what we
doing this shit.
Absolutely.
Especially if we're only gonna do a day. I don't want to hear none of the BS. Like, yeah, I'll feed you and all that shit, but we gonna get this thing done.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's why I said True Bliss. Yeah.
True Bliss.
Yeah, so we got the Wakanda Forever joint.
Banger.
It's heavy.
That's the one you got shot the other day, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, that
I
shit's
can't
gonna
wait
be
to see
dope.
that.
It's just me basically shouting out those kings and queens of Wakanda that's doing their 1-2 from where we're from. I happen to be Cape Verdean and African descent, so that's my piece of Wakanda. Your piece of Wakanda may be Jamaican. You might be Jamaican. We had a Jamaican on set. We got people who call themselves African American. That's still Wakanda. So in the movie Black Panther, Killmonger represented Africans or African Americans. You feel me? So the difference between Black Panther and Killmonger, they were like, you've adopted the way of the colonizer, so to speak.
Yeah.
So our people look at us weird. It's like, no, but I'm still your people. It wasn't our plan to get captured and colonized.
Yeah.
It's what happened. Now we should build that bridge and that relationship. But that's what the video represents. Like, we are Killmonger. We are Eric Killmonger. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a deep way of looking at it. Like,
Word.
that's a real deep way of looking at it.
100%. So it's going to give you that. But we got to correct certain things. So, you know, ain't no smoking on none of my buddies, and I ain't smoking on none of your buddies either, bro. Right. Like, we got to set an example. There's a lot of BS going on out there. So I feel like that is going to set the foot forward. Like, we going to treat each other the right way. You're a king, and I'm a king, too.
Good.
You feel me? I tilt my hat, you tilt your hat. You feel me? Right.
It seems like a lot of your music, you seem to have a lot of messages and a lot of meaning behind it, which I love that. How we were talking about the storytelling, all that. It seems like you definitely have a lot of meaning behind every single song that goes out.
Word.
100%.
It has to be, bro.
Yeah, no.
Otherwise, it's like, yeah, because, you know, and it's nothing wrong with partying, but we do a hell of a lot of partying for people that are so fucked up in the game.
Word.
Like, it's time to get to it. There's a time for everything.
Absolutely.
But we got to get to the business, bro. Like, there's a lot of business we got to handle with healing and our culture and in the streets. And niggas is too busy partying.
Nah.
Like, we ain't really got nothing to celebrate.
Everybody want to turn up. Yeah.
You know
Celebrate.
It's cool to tee up. Like, we up, and it's cool to tee up.
Word.
But
Work
we gotta handle,
first.
we gotta handle the business at hand, bro. We gotta get together. We gotta bring this shit in.
Absolutely.
100%.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was literally gonna ask. So, is that your brand?
No, this is the bike clothing, man. This is the bike clothing. We got the All-Star on the back and all the bandana colors on the back of the shirt. I mean, yeah. You feel me? That's what
It represents the unity. So, we're looking at it like the each set, right? It's a beautiful in this time. In the time we're in, each set represents the Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, right? That's for on the government side of things. But for the people, that's the Bloods, Crips, Folks, Kings, Nietas, Sorrentos, all the different groups. Our mission was to protect our neighborhood. We don't have to kill each other doing that. You can represent who you are. On your land, I can represent who I am. We don't see the Air Force fighting the Marines or the Navy or because they're all waving one flag.
They're helping each other.
Yeah, so they're different sects, but they wave one flag, and I feel like that's the mission. Is we can all represent what we represent, but wave one flag because we're all one people.
Yeah.
We're black and brown people, bro. That was fucked up in this country. So we need to put our best foot forward.
Come together.
Policy over politics, and get this shit right. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I like that shirt, yo.
Absolutely.
I like that shirt, knowing the message behind it too. I might need to get one of those.
Word. We got some.
Definitely
need to get one.
got them on deck, the black, the white. You know?
Right.
I was actually gonna ask too, because you got the chain on too. So I always be seeing your brand, the Astro. What is it exactly?
So Arsto.
Arsto.
Yeah, Arsto stands for All Real Soldiers Take Over. So, which translate because we're definitely getting ready to put together something for like a nonprofit, which will translate into All Real Students Take Over.
Oh shit.
Which will be like on the he's a teacher, which is my business partner. So that'll be his thing. He's gonna head because obviously he's a teacher. He deals with students. So, it's when you're a student of the game, I feel like in the street it translates to a soldier. Before you become a leader, you have to be a good follower first. Before you become a general, you have to be a soldier.
Exactly.
So if you put that mind state towards anything in life, you're gonna take over whatever it is. If you can take over you, next is the world. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Damn. So you even got mad meaning behind your brand.
Definitely.
A lot of meaning behind your brand.
That's only right.
A lot more than just a bird.
Oh yeah.
A lot more than
Only right.
Yeah, he got to come
That's
in.
only right.
God.
Yeah, come on.
If you look at the chain, you gotta. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, no, you might have to talk a little bit in the mic.
Why don't you take a seat real quick? Yeah. You take a seat.
Yeah, but they need to see the chain, bro. Oh, I got the shirt on. So if you look,
There we go.
if you look at the chain, you have a triangle, and triangles are like the base of every structure, right? And then you mentioned the bird. So inside you have a bird, and we know birds take flight. So the whole idea of this is with a strong structure, you can elevate to any height, right? So it's all about growth and evolution, right? So that's what he's talking about. Being a soldier, you become a general. Being a student, you can become a master or a teacher, right? So that's the idea. It's all about growth.
Damn. You guys got mad meaning behind everything. I love it.
Have to.
I love it. Nah, so many people be just having meaningless stuff. Someone will come out with merch and they'll just throw a logo on it. I'm guilty of doing the same thing. I just throw a logo on a shirt. But obviously it represents something more to an extent because it represents everyone in this building. But at the same time, something like that, there's so much meaning in it. It's just a statement itself. Like that logo itself is a statement.
Absolutely.
You don't even have to say anything.
Absolutely.
No, that's 100%.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's like, in the joint, I say everything is custom, boo, no LMA. Because I look at when you customize who you are or you curate who you are, it's going to mean something, right? This is 10 karat gold. So to another person, they'll be like, this is dope, but it's 10K, right? It don't mean what it means to me. You go get the 14K, 24K Jesus piece, my shit's still shitting on yours. That's how I feel. You feel what I'm saying? I look at it like it's not what it's encased in, it's the meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. No, it should be that way too.
Word.
It should be that way. Besides even talking about just your brand, as an artist in general or as a creative, how important do you think branding is and reaching out to other things, branching out of the music, how you have clothing lines? How important do you think that is as a creative?
Man, it's the most important thing for you because two reasons for me. I think the one is the music. Music is as much as timeless as it is. You every dog has his day, and your time will come when your music is not your sole stream of income or the major stream of your income. So why not branch out and diversify your income? Why not? Set yourself up for generations and generations of generational wealth by putting in that work and tapping into every network possible of entertainment. And
it's free promotion.
Exactly. And two, I was gonna say it's free promotion. I'm gonna do whatever I can. I know I want to get into the movies. I want to get into TV. I want to get into acting. I do model for current local brands now. I do all of that as a way of cross promotion. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna want to know who I am and about me. So it's just another way for me to tie my music into other ways for me to get my music where I want it to be.
So what are some local clothing brands you modeled for?
Well, so Derails, I model for Derails.
Shout out them. I interviewed
those
them.
are my peoples. Those are my people. Shout out to them too. Show me real love all the time. Send merch whenever I need merch. I can just drop by the store. Shout out Chris, man. Every time I pull up, I could just pull up, grab stuff. So modeling for them. Probably about to start modeling for this brand from Lawrence called Modern Vandal. Shout out to Modern Vandal. They show me stupid love too. But I've even taken kind of a little break from that to try to focus on getting my stuff right. So I can model my stuff. That's really what I do. I wear, if it ain't us on the tops, I don't really wear anything that's not made by us or by myself. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to get that right and get the models right for that. So I could premiere that too as another way for me to, tie my music into that as well.
Word. Good to take advantage of that because a lot of people just think, oh, music, and then realize streams only pay so much. You got to branch out. You got to do shows. You got to do merch. There's so much other ways to make money in music that you can loop it back to everything.
Exactly.
Good thing y'all are taking advantage of that. 100%. How important is branding to you? You have your brand down like solid. You have everything down solid already. But how long did it take you to get to where you are now with the brand, building the image, realizing how you have the pyramid, everything? I don't know why I said pyramid, the triangle and the bird.
Yeah.
Like,
it's the same thing. Fire in the middle. Well, for me, if we look at everything, if we look at the whole scheme of the world, branding has been the biggest thing. We look at branding, right, back. We're going to take it not even to go too deep, but as slaves used to get branded. And you go anywhere, they see, oh, he belongs to X, Y, and Z, right? It's recognition. So no matter where you go, no matter on God's green earth, they be like, oh, that's Master Williams. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
I feel like now the empowerment that we're in right now the slave gets to brand himself, so to speak. You feel what I'm saying? So branding has become like Ford. You see, all right, perfect example. There's certain brands that don't even have a commercial.
They don't need one.
You can see their thing anywhere, and their price point is so high.
Yeah.
Yet they don't even have a commercial to slap you in the face all the time. Because they say, you know what? I'm going to hit you differently. Because I'm here, I'm there, and I'm quality.
Yeah.
Right? We came up with a slogan for our thing, which is BITE, right? Bird and Triangle Exclusive. So one of the slogan to it is Bird and Triangle Exclusive is a brand you could trust. Simple. It's not overly thought. And then Arstow Enterprise is the vehicle to your dreams. And then we stand by what we, like when you hear anything Arstow, it's quality. When you're going to get the merch, it's a quality piece that you're going to get. You're not getting no bullshit. Like, we don't deal with bullshit. Therefore, it may not be out there like other brands. It may not be so in your face all the time because it's one of those, it's a statement piece. You don't got to say much.
Shove it down people's face.
Yeah, I don't even got to shove it down your throat. 9 out of 10, no matter where we're at, people will come up to us. What is that? We don't even say, like, hey, yo, buddy, where'd you get that shirt?
And then you get it as a chance to explain the story, explain everything.
Bust it down, and now they want to buy some merch.
Now they're a fan, next thing you know.
And they get in touch. You know what I'm saying? So that's what, for me, we do it quietly but firm. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's a good way to do it.
Definitely
Definitely a good way to do it. branching out a little bit outside of the music and outside of the clothing, you cut hair too.
Yep.
Which everything like fashion, even sports to an extent, if you want to talk about skate culture, everything's sort of intertwined. Like the hair cutting culture is intertwined with the hip hop culture.
Fashion.
So how does that fall in line with what you do? Cutting hair, being an artist.
I've been cutting hair since I was 11 years old.
Damn. So almost as long as you've been making music.
Definitely. Right? It's the same approach. Feeling. Vibration. Every time you get a haircut, it's the way you feel after.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So with hair cutting, I've been doing that since 11 years old. I was fucking up all my boys. I'm like, it's free. Shut up. Oh, we just fucking tussle in the yard. It's all right. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot of times that it wasn't all right. And, you know, you lose a friend or two. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a couple friends I owe a haircut to. You feel what I'm saying? But the creative piece of it, I'm an artist. I draw. So when I fade, I do the same thing I do with drawing. I just do it on hair. So what separates me as a barber is my blend is more of a longer blend than most. So most people have a short stroke fade. My fade is the shit's gonna look airbrushed. If you have a certain type of hair. The peasy motherfuckers is hard. You feel what I'm saying? But either way, it's you're curating a look because you want to feel a certain way. So in barber school, they said there's no such thing as a perfect haircut. It's how to hide a haircut's imperfections. Right. So the person that gets closest to hiding a person's imperfections, I have a few of my clients that got warped head, like their head's a little. And then, boom, I do a trick that balance their shit on. They be like, yo, I've been trying to get this for years. Nobody's been able to get it. I'm like, your face is a little off. But if you do it the right way, I can make this, the shit's a little short on this side, it's a little big over here. If I can balance it out a little bit, chop off over here, a little geometry, you're going to be all right. You feel me? So it just goes hand in hand with being a creative. That's 100.
So it's still art. Definitely. I look at haircuts as art too.
Absolutely.
I look at haircuts as art.
You feel what I'm saying? Definitely.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I never really looked at it like that, like you're trying to hide someone's imperfections with a haircut. Absolutely. But that's a very good way of looking at it.
That's what happens. Because none of us, most of us are not symmetrical. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got people whose ear may be off. Yeah. You have people whose cheekbone might be off. You have like, and this is where good looking people come in, is because they're damn near fi. It's a word, even the word fine. Oh, that person's fine. Is because they're damn near symmetrical, almost. That's what makes somebody good looking or not. And you have people that are just, you know what I mean? Lord done busted you up a little bit.
A little bit.
He was in the dark on that one. You know what I mean? But certain motherfuckers, you like, yeah, I can tell God took his time with your ass. That motherfucker was meticulous. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that when you approach haircutting that way, that's the way I approach it. So I do half a head at a time. So I do half your head, and then I match the other half to that half.
Damn.
So I'll look at you and be like, all right, this is his perfect side. So let me do this side, and then I'll curate the other side to match that piece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't try to use my shit now. You feel me? There's a lot of, there's 100. And it cuts my haircut in half the time.
Barber tips from Siah Law.
This is 100. This is 100%.
Yeah, get me.
So I just, that's how I end up doing it. But it's either way, it's geometry it's art.
There's
Some motherfuckers like, yo, make me look good. I'm like, it's never gonna happen. You might want to just walk out now. You know what I mean? Other people, I'm gonna lift up your spirit. I know when you leave here, your spirit's gonna be lifted. I'm gonna slap you with some knowledge, and we gonna keep it cool.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So talking about the haircuts, talking about music, how they both intertwine. So you would say it's a similar process, but also what's both of your guys' creative process like? Like when you're breaking an album, do you know what you want to make and then make a certain amount of songs? Or is it more the route of making a bunch of songs and then you end up with more songs that aren't on the project than are? Like you end up having a bunch of throwaways. Is that
I say for me, because I just write at such a high volume, and it comes from being an athlete. I was an athlete just as long as I've been involved in music. I played basketball growing up, played AAU, won national championship. Then I played football when I got older. When I got to high school, I played football. I played a year Division I football at Sacred Heart University. I played running back over there. So just that hard work and dedication and always desire and feel the need to practice, to always want to be the best. I take that into my writing. I write every day, whether I finish a song or write a line of a song. I write every day. I take a point out of my day. I put beats on and freestyle all day. Why? Just because I just want to be ready. You know, when it's time to go, it's time to go. I can get in the booth if I want to and don't finish my song and freestyle it if I feel like it. You know what I mean? It's just always want to be ready on go, and that's why I do it, because I might not have access to my phone or know which rhyme to kick, but if somebody says rap right now, I know I can rap on the spot. You know what I mean? We can talk about everything up in this room, and I can give it to you, and we can go. You know what I mean? So I just write a lot. So I often find myself with a catalog of my music, and through them stories that I'm telling in my life, I kind of put the ones that go along and coincide on. When I'm talking about similar stories or the same one in multiple different ways, I put that together, and that's how I give you my project. When I give you my project, it's just a different story out of my life. You know what I mean? So I'm giving you the highs and the lows, because that's what I also do. I try to give you some uplifting music, some music that might get you in your feelings, some music that's gonna make you think a little bit, then give you a little bit of music to uplift your spirit back up. You know what I mean? So I'm just giving you literally the waves of life throughout my projects. You know.
Inside for you, seems pretty similar for you too.
Yeah, creative. Like my creative process, I kind of, not even to get spooky on niggas, but everything to me is more spiritual. So it's like, if I feel like most of us artists don't understand that what you're practicing or what you're engaging in is black magic. It's alchemy. It's taking nothing and turn it into something, right? So there's certain things that I don't know why it happens or the reason it happens, but I'll sleep with a beat, throw the headphones on. Day 1, day 2, may not be nothing. Day 3, middle of the night, it's like I wake up and get to it. Damn. And wifey's like, can you go somewhere else? Like, you're laying in the bed and you're like saying the same shit over and over, and you're fucking waking me up. I'm like, you know what? I was. You're right. I'll go downstairs and just get loopy,
spooky,
light a candle,
spooky.
Yeah. Get to it. I'll be in a complete darkness and just let it come to me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's like
attest to that too.
The spirit world, music is heavily influenced by the spirit world.
Absolutely.
So it's like I look at music as like a seance. So this is why you see certain artists say certain shit, and you're like, God damn, that motherfucker said he was gonna die like that. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have said he was gonna die like that. You get what I'm saying?
Tend to speak things into existence.
Yeah, and then art's imitating life.
Exactly.
So
That's what it is.
this is what I think us as a community have to be a little more conscious of, because you don't really see too much in other genres. They don't highlight it, but it's happening in those genres too. You look at somebody like Homie from Linkin Park. He was screaming this shit. People just wasn't. Yeah, nobody listened. I'm like, that guy is screaming for some help. If you're his boy, you should have been reached out to him.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? There's certain artists that you can hear it. The kid Mo 3. When I recently got put onto him, I was like, damn, his boys close to him wasn't. That brother was, I'm tired of this street shit. I'm tired. Somebody then should have grabbed him by, whoa, brother. There's a lot of things going on here. What can I help you with?
Yeah.
People are your spirits talking. I have a joint called So Speak, and I'm basically telling people, like, the way you looking at me, I can hear. You can tell me anything with your mouth, but your eyes are telling me something totally different. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? People, what up, fam? You doing your 1, 2? Boom, you get that, the handshake and the smile ain't matching, and
absolutely,
the vibes off.
You could just tell right away.
You can tell. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I'm more conscious of that with my music, and I feel a vibe. It's so funny. I'm gonna give it back to you, right? I did this joint called "But If I Die." I did the joint. We never put it out. I was going through some things at the time. It was heavy. You feel what I'm saying? And I just wanted to make a joint that I'm like, if I do die, this would be like my eulogy, so to speak. We recorded the joint. We're listening to the joint. This motherfucker threw it out the window. It was like, yeah, we ain't putting that outside. I don't know if you even remember that. You don't remember the "But If I Die" joint? Yo, and that was he was like, yo, we can't. He was like, yo, you remember Tupac, man? Remember, like, you can't put shit out like that. You can't put that shit out. We never put it out. That never made no project. And I've been looking for that song. I've been looking for it because we flicked the goddamn CD out the joint. Word. He was like, yo, we can't put that outside. He was like, yo, you're saying too much shit that's. I'm like, bro, we could die any moment.
Yeah.
He was like, you don't want to speed up the process.
Yeah.
Because if you look at everything that happens, right, thought, word, deed, everything's in that threefold process. This is why they say, write down your business plan. I see you write down some shit, right? To do June 21st. There's a reason why. This is shit that's happening in the spirit world for you right now, because you wrote it down. Thought, word, and deed. Thought it, wrote it down, spit it on the joint. Randy chucked it out the fucking window. Here I am. Still here. That's 100. But, so, he was a little more conscious of it back then. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm conscious of it now. So, yeah, that's not how I look at that shit.
I didn't know you were so spiritual. I would never.
Big spiritual guy right here.
I would not have expected that.
Yeah, most people don't.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Damn. Be careful what you speak into existence.
That's right. That's 100%.
Randy saved you.
Yo, look at every rapper that we know. Local, it doesn't matter. You listen to their shit. Local, there's a few from where I'm from that I'm telling you. Listen to what they're saying. Listen to the songs. Listen to how many people are dying the very same way that they wrote the shit.
That's what I was going to say. Siah saved himself because he wrote it. Like, he won't know until somebody writes it and then you listen.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
You know what I mean?
That's 100. And then you listen, you be like, damn. Like, you it's wild shit, bro, but at the end of the day, it's like you gotta write your script a certain way, and you don't want to lie. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But you wanna write your life a certain way. This is why when you listen to my shit, there's a lot of times where if there is some violent shit, I'm like, listen, I don't want to do this, buddy. You're pushing me a certain way. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm a little more conscious of that than other people may be. You know what I'm saying? It's therapeutic, and it's a part of like healing. It's a part of the process. Definitely.
Of course.
Absolutely.
That's a good way of looking at things. Speaking of the Boston music, though, because you were talking about artists around here, how's it been for both of you guys being in the scene for a couple of years now, seeing the growth? What are some notable people you met along the way, maybe? How's it been? What are your thoughts on the scene right now and the culture as a whole over here?
Yeah, I think it's dope. I definitely like to see the lights finally starting to be shown on our small city, because we got a lot of talent. We have a shitload of talent in this city, and it's just, I wish that we could come together and kind of put a lot of the politics of the street aside for a lot more people to do a lot more dope records together. Because I think, honestly, that's what's holding us back. Is nobody, as far as the local artist it goes, like, the support amongst just the local artist cult is not as heavy as where like you go to Atlanta and the major nigga in Atlanta got all his young boys opening up for him. Now they have an empire. It makes it easier for people from these neighborhoods to come crack into the industry. You know what I mean? But it's like, we don't really have a camaraderie amongst our artist group, and that's some shit that bothers me. That's the one thing that bothers me about it, and I want to change. But I love to see everybody trying to go, and everybody really trying to go, and not just half-assing and bullshitting it. Really putting their time, their effort, their money in the right places for them, for it to go for them. I just think we all need to focus up a little bit more, handle the back end business side of it more, because you cannot be in the streets and be an entertainer. It just don't work. Nah. It just doesn't work. Like, I feel like a lot of people think their favorite rap, like your favorite rapper is not in the streets. I'm telling you that right now. He's at home. He's at home. He would not be a millionaire if he was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what it is. So, just people just need to realize, like, that this is what you want to do, then what it takes to really do this, and I think we're gonna be good, because we got such an influx of talent, everybody, and a different talent across the whole entire state. Like, it ain't even just Boston. From Boston to Brockton to New Bedford in town. I'm sure there's a town right now in Western Mass that we don't even know of, and there's somebody there that's spitting some shit.
Literally, there's people everywhere. Everywhere. I feel like the scene right now is at like an all-time high of creatives.
It's definitely at its peak.
Definitely,
it's at its peak.
But even how you're talking about, not even just in streets,
everybody.
Just in general, I feel like the culture, the mentality most people have over here is just, I want to do it myself, not help anybody. Everyone's against each other. Everyone wants to hate on the next person. And it's just ridiculous. It's like, I've noticed it slowly changing, and I feel like with people we've worked with, we've definitely had an impact, because there's literally been people we've stopped beef between, got them on the track, and everything's good.
Wow.
But
that's what's up. Shout out to y'all for that, man. For
that's
dope.
what,
that's big.
That's what needs to happen.
No, that's what needs 100%, because if everyone just put all the issues to the side, if everyone was just supporting each other, obviously there's no such thing as a perfect world, but think about how much further we'd go as a whole if everyone was working together.
And it's like, Boston's small, man, so like, especially just for me growing up in the city, I'm like, man, a lot of us fucking grew up with each other, man. We all grew up with each other playing BNBL or playing in at this league and that league, so it's just like, how you know somebody for their whole entire life, and then, you know what I'm saying, you don't see this person for a couple of years, now you have an issue with them. You haven't even been around the motherfucker long enough to have a problem with him.
Literally.
So.
I think it goes back to jealousy a lot of the time. Sure. Some people just don't want to see other people win. Everyone wants it to be them first, and it's just ridiculous.
The crabs in the barrel syndrome, right? When you look at what that really is, it's like when you go to the supermarket, right? This is funny, but you go to the supermarket and you got a bunch of lobsters in there. They got their claws with the elastic on it. There's a bunch of them around, and they see that hand come in and pull the motherfucker, and they're so jealous, not even understanding that motherfucker's about to get cooked. That's literally what the hood syndrome is. You get a motherfucker. They take him out of the hood. They say, all right, you're gonna do X, Y, and Z. We're gonna put you on the biggest plate, the stage, right? And he's on the stage. He's on the biggest stage. All the other lobsters looking at, oh my God, this is what I want. Not understanding that homie's soul's getting cooked from these vampires that are just sucking the energy out of that motherfucker, right? So you're jealous of somebody that's ultimately food.
Because that's the thing. People aren't even satisfied once they get it.
Once they get the shit, goddamn.
End up more dissatisfied.
Goddamn. And then they get there and they say, man, I didn't know. You got so many people taking a piece of them. A piece. Everybody wants a piece.
Everyone's reaching in the bag.
Yeah. But guess what? You can elevate yourself. Break out of them little elastics yourself. Do your own thing. Or you say, listen, I found a way over here. Grab my claw.
And help someone else out.
Pull them in. All right, that person get up. You grab my claw. Lift that motherfucker up. Mm-hmm. You grab my claw.
Mm-hmm. That's real.
Literally.
All the 20 lobsters that was in there
is all out now.
Made it out because they relied on each other instead of waiting for that hand
to come in
and pull them out. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good way because it's literally like a pulley system. Like one person, say you blow up, you could bring him up. And then there's probably a bunch of other artists that you could pull up after that. It's literally just a pulley system. Like everyone needs to realize that. One person goes up, everybody
can go. Literally. And the problem with Massachusetts is most of the people that are making money here are not from here.
Exactly.
So they don't really have a connection to the communities. They don't have a connection to no local artists because they might be from a New York or Baltimore or here or there, right?
And they just care about the money.
And then you got the other ones that do, and they're like, I don't like the mentality here. So I'm not going to, I'll deal with.
Everyone just drops Boston and go move to California, go move to New York, run away.
This is a problem. The people who are writing checks or can write a check would rather go somewhere else and blossom the shit from over there and then take them home to Boston like, look at guys.
And then just have be like
you know how many of those guys we got here?
Exactly.
This is our problem, though, is we're looking outside of ourselves
rather than inside.
So we got everything
if
we
they
need.
say if you don't go within, you're gonna go without. Yeah. That's to all y'all check writers, to all y'all people that can make things happen. Get in touch. And tap in.
Let's start the revolution, man.
That's it.
Let's start the revolution.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's big.
That's huge
big.
How he's doing.
That's big. I
That's
didn't even know
that. What?
That's big. Shout out to Joyner Lucas for that.
Shout out Joyner. Keep waving that flag, fam. You know what I'm saying? Doing it your way. That's the dope part about it.
It's dope seeing people like actually help out rather than just take it and run away.
Take it and run.
Come back.
Like, nah.
Man, there's no reason why we don't have a major scene here.
Everyone
more than
runs
enough
away.
Talent across the whole damn state.
No, 100%.
More than enough.
It's literally just getting the right person to see it.
That's it. Like we got the studios, we got the artists, we got producers, we got videographers. Jam 94. We have a major radio station. Radio's not that much important, but it's like we have a major radio station. What are we lacking? We got all the intangibles, but
I think it's just
loose ends to tie up.
People don't realize what's in front of them because I feel like Boston's always lacked infrastructure, and I feel like it's finally starting to gain some sort of infrastructure, but people are still just lost, sort of. Like, you guys have your shit down packed. You guys know what you're doing. Bunch of other artists, they might throw money in for a video. They might drop a song, but they don't have a plan further than that. They just drop it, and then it's like, okay, it's out. I don't have a plan further than that. It's not like they're sitting there being as serious as they could about it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I feel like a lot of people,
I don't drop shit without a plan. Like, a lot of people be on my ass because I haven't dropped some music in a while, but it's just like, bro, I'm not a perfectionist, but I try to get there. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be as close as perfect as possible, and it's like, definitely you lose a lot of sleep trying to be perfect, but it's just like, it's just a personal thing, bro. If I can't release my shit the way that I want my release plan to go, I just won't drop the shit. I'd rather not drop it because I don't want to half-ass it. I don't care. The shit could take me out of here. But it's like the fact that it's not going to be able to do what I want it to do. I'd rather just hold that shit till we can have the plan right.
That's how I feel about stuff too. A lot of times planning something goes wrong. It's like, okay, now it's delayed. Gotta fix this.
Exactly. You know, and it's like I done tried to half-ass or try to, you know, have a plan and try to work around a plan and not going right, and it did not have a good turnout. It's just like I'm not gonna continue to do the same shit over and over again. You know?
Exactly. I'm definitely I'm happy that you guys feel the same about the Massachusetts scene.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been an issue for a while, even before I started doing stuff in here. I feel like Boston's just always been known not showing love, not helping each other out.
Yeah.
But hopefully things could change. You got people blowing up right now. Hopefully they're able to bring it back. There's a lot of people going up. So.
A lot of people doing their thing, man. Shout out to everybody that's from the state, from Massachusetts. I don't even want to just say the city, Boston, man. If you're from Massachusetts, man, let's go.
To you.
Let's go. Salute to you. Happy to see you doing your shit.
Keep waving that flag.
For real. But we're a little over an hour here, so we're probably about to wrap it up on this
all
question.
good.
But any future goals and aspirations you guys have, and anything you would say to anyone watching this that has inspiration to get into music, or maybe just do something creative in general, a few words of wisdom for them.
I say, despite whatever, no matter the type of shoes you in, keep stepping. I said that in one of my songs. You know what I'm saying? No matter the type of shoes you in, keep stepping. Improve the win. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And life is your name and your legacy and how it carries on after you die. That's literally what life is about. Taking advantage of the time that you have while it's presented to you and maximizing that shit as much as possible. So all the other shit that we think matters don't matter. You know what I mean? So if you want to do something, you got to dream, go hard, and you got to put everything into that shit. What you think is sacrifice right now, it could be something that's literally taking care of you and your family for the rest of your life and generations. So, you know what I'm saying? If you got a dream, go. And you got to sacrifice. You got to invest into yourself. Stop asking for a handout. Don't be looking for big brother or your big homie from the hood to put his money up and take care of you. Go get it. If that means you got to work at McDonald's to get a check to put your money up for the studio, go get it. You know what I'm saying? And like, don't matter what everybody else said.
Do over don't.
Do over don't. Because when you're on top of the world, ain't nobody going to remember all that shit. All that shit ain't even going to matter when you're on top of the world. Everybody's going to want to come along for the ride anyway. You know what I mean? So,
do it yourself.
Exactly.
Do it yourself. What about you, Siah?
I would say table the bullshit, get to the work, stay focused. The difference between a dream and a goal is a deadline. Anything that you think you can do, you can do. My man said do over don't, which is his brand, which is how you should live.
Literally.
Do's over don'ts. Because guess what? You're going to miss every shot you don't take.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? You take 10, might hit 5, might hit 6, might hit 7. You don't take the shot.
Man, shit.
You ain't got no percentage. You feel what I'm saying? So the other thing is, at the end of the day, is your life is what you make of it. This is like the life is your stage. Like the world is your stage. You feel what I'm saying? Be you. Everybody else is taken.
I like that.
You feel what I'm saying? Right. That's 100%. Once I learned who I was, and people would be like, yo, Siah's like, yeah, I mean, he's a cool nigga. It's goofy, da-da-da. Yeah. You want to be you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be. There's guys out there too cool for school, too tough. Mm-hmm. It's cool, but just understand that what you put in motion, you can't take it back. There's people that put certain shit in motion, and then when it's coming back, they're like, whoa, that's what you gave out.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Be careful what you put into motion. energy and motion is emotion, right? Emotion is just energy and motion. So you put positive energy out there, you're going to get positive back. You put the negative out there, you're going to get negative back. There's no mistaking this shit. Because all the negative that I put out there, I got it back. That shit came for the tax on that ass. It happens. This is real life. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of time I wasted by not being focused and not getting in touch with who I really am. Oh, the fluff is the fluff. Who gives a fuck? Because guess what? You putting out an image or a facade, there's going to be a time when that shit got to come to light and people are going to see it's a fugazi. That shit ain't real diamonds. Them shits is CZs. If you're a fucking CZ, be a CZ, motherfucker. You still going to shine. You're just not a fucking diamond.
Not a diamond. Sorry.
That's it. You're a fucking CZ. You're an opal. You might be a fucking citrine. Be who you are. Because guess what? The real motherfuckers is going to see through it and it's not going to pass, bro.
That's a fact.
It's going to be an epic fail. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And smile.
Hell yeah. Motherfuckers do need to
That's it,
smile
man.
more.
Smile.
Everybody want to be too damn tough all the time.
Oh,
Smile,
dude.
man.
It's
Have a
so
good
tough.
day.
There's a lot of tough
Shit.
niggas I done
Have
tore
a
the
good
fur
day.
off their ass. And then proceed to laughing. This fucking funny, silly nigga. Yeah, I'll tear the fur off your ass. I got to get serious.
Oh,
But
enjoy life, man.
that's it, man. Smile.
Be yourself.
That's
Everyone
right.
on this, be yourself.
Be yourself.
Stay focused.
That's right.
Do's over don'ts, man.
Do over don't. You know?
Do over don't.
Yes, sir. Oh, wait, you want to talk about that real quick before we end it off? Give them a little
Yes.
insight on when stuff's coming out.
So I got projects out there right now, which one is Cymatic, produced by Sky King. I got another one called Overlord, produced by Sky King. I got another one called Valley of the Kings, produced by Archaeology. I got one dropping on July 1st, which is called New Baghdad, produced by Chaos. And then I got Carpe Diem, IFVG, produced by mainly my brother right here, Ran on the Beat. Coming soon to a hood near you. First Official, shout out First Official. D-Dot's on there. We got my man King Johannes. We got who else we got on here? We got hold on. It's coming to me. No, I said D-Dot already. Tone Jones. There you go. So it's gonna be dope. Japan Heartbreak Kid. We got Amanda Shea. We got Marcella Cruz. We got my man Dre Rob. We got
out
Montez Genius Kirkland.
Shout out Genius.
We got my man Mark Marin.
Shout out Mark.
And we got Ben Carew. We got my brother Logic. We got and Cyrus.
Damn.
Yes.
Got a lot of people.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's
got
crazy.
Yeah, we trying to put a date on my project, but projects done. I got a couple projects done. Shitload of music.
Y'all both seem like you got like
shitload of
multiple
music.
projects in
Shitload
the
of
vault
music.
right now.
I got some beats by my young boy Tate, go by the name of Paradise. Really been working with him a lot, like heavy, trying to get him on his 1-2. You know, he's probably started making beats probably like a year or two ago, and now the sound is coming together. So really working with him. I got Marley Waters. Shout out to Marley. Marley Waters co-produced 2 On for Tinashe with DJ Mustard. So he got shit with Lil Derek, Wyclef, Damian Lillard, Kevin Gates. So shout out to my man Marley. Some shit with Muggsy. Shout out to Muggsy Beats. Another young kid I'm doing work with. My young boy Tosh. Shout out to Tosh. Tosh did What You Know About Love, Pop Smoke. Damn. He did that record. So and him and my boy Tate Paradise, they're cool. So been getting some work from Tosh as well. So shout out to them, man. We up and everybody's from Boston. So all in-house work, and we about to go over. We have to go out of here with this shit for real.
Yeah.
Y'all seem like y'all about to go crazy.
Also, two more shout outs, which is my man's wife, Dominique. She's actually on the title track. And then Sorrel and Carrie Ann Matthews. So we working, man. We working.
Have to.
Working.
Have to.
Gotta put in that work.
It's about a show, y'all. It's about a show.
Absolutely, man. But thank you for
for
having us on here, man.
Thank y'all for
definitely
coming
had a
on,
great time
yo.
kicking it, man. And guess this ain't gonna be the first episode. You're gonna see me on here, wrong. So get in tune.
Get in tune. Tap in. They got a lot releasing.
Get in
Japan
touch.
Heartbreak
Get in
Kid,
touch.
Siah Law. Tap in right now. Tap
That's right.
in.
Tap in. Holla at your boy.
Y'all see
Hey.
him around more. Y'all see him around. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make
Have
sure to
to.
check both of them out on Instagram. It will
Have
be in the
to.
description below.
Yes, sir.
Go listen to their music. All platforms. Apple Music,
All platforms,
Spotify,
Apple Music,
SoundCloud,
Spotify,
everything.
all that.
Everything. So tap in. Support the local.
You, baby girl, yeah, don't fight it. Me and you, yeah, no one else invited. Yeah, me and you, yeah, no one else invited. You can roll it and light it, lift off and get flighted. Little mama, your body enticing. Let's get